Yeah, boy. That's got the little blighter. Broken any glass yet? So last night we were on till... I'm thinking a thin person, maybe not myself. It is what it is, you know, we've got to keep going. So this is the new sill. Difference between bossing a corner and lead welding a corner, that's why I did it. Like a glove. Oh, you need the hot ones. Don't know what you wobbling around. I hate doing this in rain. It's like, there's nothing more that winds me up. Hey, we're back following week. Friday, we got the gutter all done, like you've just seen, but it started raining about 2 o'clock, and so we ended up just sheeting up. So basically, we just put all the sheeting in, all the way down there. Just made it all watertight for the weekend. Good job we did actually, because it was absolutely sallowing it on this morning, not way here. And I mean, proper raining, not fine rain, proper rain. Anyway, we're going to get all this unsheeted this morning. We're going to get this top elevation cleaned down so that we can get this wrought off in the way of pointing works and cleaning works. It's all going to be mint. Get that done first thing. Then me and little lad can carry on working up here with Jack, doing the leg gutters, and the lads then can carry on pointing and just cleaning off further down below. We're warming on beating. You got any rods there, P? Yeah, if you can. Oh, for I hate doing this in rain. It's like, there's nothing more that winds me up. Eh? When it's wet. It's just nothing worse that winds me up. Yeah. Don't know what you wobbling around on boards. Boss dresses wet. Sticks wet. Okay, you're just wobbling around on this board and it's just making it terribly hard. Yeah, you're wobbling this board and it's flicking my lead up and down as you're scraping that rod. No. No. Right, soft now, all of them Posy 2 bits compared to what they used to be like. No, you need the hot ones. Well, you have to peel them apart because we stuck them together, didn't we? Just give us a lift with this, lad. Pop that in there. Like a glove. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Beautiful. Because I made the gutter speed, that's why. They're all at 2 metre. 246, 6 metre long. That's it. My first bit in anyway. The lad's kind of already got 2 in at the minute. But I just wanted to show you on that difference between bossing a corner and lead welding a corner. That's why I did it. Normally I just lead weld it because it's quicker than bossing, but this is what it looks like when it's in. So you can see that it's the boss corner and then the welded corner there. I might just actually run a weld down here just so we get a little bit more cover on there. But yeah, boss corner, welded corner. Normally I just cut that and weld it, but it's nice to do it every now and again. Like I said last week, T-Pren joint on here now, and then I'll make this next section over there with the downstand. He's going to have to put his gutter in first, but I'll make this and then we'll run it up here and then we'll just lead weld this in situ with this. This rain, well, I won't say it's rain, it's just spitting and damp and wet. So every time you put anything down, it gets wet. You scrape off to do your welding, oxidizers, your rods are oxidized. It's just a nightmare. And then welds that I've just done, bleh. But it is what it is. You know, we've got to keep going. And in the perfect world, in the middle of summer when it's lovely and nice, it's ideal, but when it's like this, you've just got to make do. And you know, there's nothing wrong with the welds, they're absolutely bang on. We've sealed the watertight, not just the prettiest, but it's just the situation we're in. And because we've been grit blasting here, we washed this top deck off this morning, but everything's full of grit as well. It's just, and I'll just show you this as well with that T-Pren joint. This is why we've done it, because this is where we're going to put the flashings in. And if we would put another step up, we'd have only had a really shallow gutter here, and I didn't want a shallow gutter. I want at least like minimum 4-inch of gutter. So we'll just cut this off after, down a little bit so we can get us flashing in, and then we'll chase these flashings in. Another addition we've put into this, I was thinking the other week when I was driving home, and I thought that this gutter or this outlet that we've done now is never going to get cleaned out because there's no access to it. You have to come up and over the roof to do it. So I thought, well, if it gets blocked up and you can get access, you'll be able just to put your hand in and clean it out. So we made a roof access hatch, some plywood. So we're just going to make a front flashing, some side flashings and a back flashing for it, and then we'll clad the top in lead as well. What we'll do is we'll make access through the roof later on, but you'll be able to pop the lid off and get your hand in there and just clean the gutter out. Or if you wanted to actually clean the full gutter out, I'm thinking a thin person, maybe not myself, but someone will be able to come off there and then be able to go down and clean the gutter on, get some ropes on it and that, some rope access over ridge or something. But just if the provision's there, it's going to get used, and if it's easy, people will do it. Up here for thinking. So last night we were on till... Why do they do it? They see the camera out and then they start screwing.
Well, sorry, you want me to stop working?
Yeah. Hang on. Let's just wait for Max. Can we go now? We're all right. Yeah. Anyway, it was a late one last night. We were on till like 6, 7 o'clock trying to get this gutter in. We'll nip up there in a minute and have a look at that. But lads are here. They've just managed to get all this window out. It wasn't a big job. It fell out. So we just propped all this window from the top just so that the bay doesn't drop, and each one of these legs now has all been cut off, and we're back into good timber there, and you can see how it's made up. We've got the centre section and then 2 outer sections. Actually the sides aren't too bad. These have this was actually, I saw this earlier this morning, this bottom section was rotten, but that's pretty good. I don't know if you can see how tight, some really nice tight grain structure on that. There's a little well in here, which I'm guessing is for water. Are you thinking this is for water as a drain?
Well, it was. It wouldn't have been needed once it in.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Whether we rake these joints out, or, you know, so that water's going to drain off it. So this is the new sill that Jason has beautifully made in the workshop. And this is everything that's come out of the window, which is just a mess of... Oh, there we go. That's one of the mullions. Just rotted everywhere. Anyway, we'll go back on these lads in a bit, see how they get on when they start to get this sill in and rebuild this. You broken any glass yet?
No.
Oh, this one, not to break glass, it means a lot, that. We'll see if that's the case when we put it all back together. Scaffolder's been out this morning to put the scaff tag on. They're just talking to him, and they finish on Friday, and what he's saying is that they're not going to get done on a day to drop all the scaffolding, so he's wanting to come Thursday afternoon, which, more pressure. I don't need this just before Christmas. It's going to be a massive push. Like I said, we were here till late last night doing this. We managed to get all this gutter in. The lad's just slating up around the new hatch we've put in. And Jack's on the other side there, just getting that slated up. We did start yesterday, last thing in the dark, putting these flashings in. Yeah, I've gone down onto next doors here, where this rubber gutter is, and our building line finishes down here somewhere. But we've put all this in just so that, to be neighbourly, and we're just going to carry on down here now, putting all the flashings in. This is what originally we had, just to remind you that it's just a rubber in. We'll probably seal this up if we can. We'll get some sealant on this. And we need to get all this gutter cleaned out as well. Jack's just on, we're making a boatload of flashings. So that's the bit that you seen yesterday that we got in. Put this in, little lad then got this one in, and the one down after that. Didn't manage to do too much videoing because we just super pushed on this, and I always think, oh, I'd love to do more videoing, but when you're trying to meet a deadline, and the videoing takes so much time on moving the camera around and everything. So anyway, do a bit more this morning. Put this T-Pren joint in. Got this welded up last thing yesterday, so that's done. Still all sheeted up down there. These lads are just working around this hatch that we've done. They're going to get that slated up, then we're going to put the back gutter in it while they come back up here and start slating this. But while they're doing that, we're going to start up on this end, putting the flashing in against this backside here and work his way down to them. That makes sense, just so that we don't get in each other's way. We've still got some pointing to do on this, but I've sent them boys further down because there's just too many people up here at the minute. I was getting a little bit frustrated yesterday. We're doing this lead work. It's raining now, but when you're trying to lead work in the rain, and you're trying to do especially lead welding, it's just awful. Everything just oxidizes so quick, and you just can't put a good weld down. I mean, some people are going to say, well, put a little tent up or whatever, but we ain't got time for that. So yeah, this last night at like 7 o'clock trying to weld this T-Pren joint in. Oh, I'm glad I didn't video it, because it would just be like beep, 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 you, beep, beep, beep. Anyway, I'm in a better mood this morning-ish. We'll get cracked on. There is light at the end of the tunnel now. I think we have a good day on it today in the rain. Get this slating work done. It should start to look semi-finished by the end of today with a bit of luck. We're just trying to not open too much up because we've got the nice ceiling down here, so you can see it's dripping off these slates. It will take a bit of moisture on it, but we'll get these flashings in, then we'll sheet this back up again and we'll just move down there. So it is dripping in on it, but there's nothing else we can do. Oh, wet flashings, get in there. Oh, it's going to need a skim off here. Have you got some pliers, Jack?
What's that, Tom?
Have you got some pliers?
Pliers?
Some snips? I'm always getting bollocked off women for some reason. I don't know why. And I said to Kelly yesterday, I said, whatever you do, don't let them come Thursday. I said, we'll never get it done. And but then he's like, oh, we're off. We're finished Friday. So I'm like, all right. So you do want to take it down then? It's like, yeah, I do.
Take it down at night, won't I?
So I said, if you can just get table lift off and this top deck,
Yeah.
you'll be all right. You know, I can do rest on Friday.
Rest a bit, won't I?
But he just said he can't do it all in one day. Yeah, boy. That's got the little blighter. Too thick. Did you get back on code? You're on code 7 there. It's no good in code 7. Don't bend.
Oh, shit.
It's too big. Beautiful. I won't bother sealing this yet. Just let's get the flashings in.
And just
Pin it in, and then because I think these boys will end up, when they're putting the slates in, they'll end up hitting it and getting lead mate everywhere.
Yeah.
So let's just
secure it in place.
Just make sure you've got 4-inch overlap on each flashing.
Yeah.
You might just have to chop bottom of this one off and then just run it down. But it dips up here. You might just have to end up putting a cut right in the middle of that.
And then just
putting a cut in it, or putting 2 cuts in it to get it to go around it. It might go in.
Yeah, just maybe put a bit of a triangle in it, try and bend it through and get it up.
Well, you have to cut it up the front.
Yeah.
Flashing in. How easy was that? So anyway, Jack's going to carry on. I've got to go off and do something. Jack's going to carry on putting the flashings in. We're not, like I said, going to lead mate them in. Little lad's going to carry on and roof down here. Andy Lee's just getting all the bits of pointing work done now. We're just going through every bit like this that's just slightly recessed, just pointing them out so we don't get any water sitting on any of the ledges, and there's no chance of any more vegetation growing out of it. So as we're doing it, just wiping it all down as well, cleaning it all off, and yeah, just working his way across here. Try to figure curves wrong.
Hey?
Just try to figure out the curves wrong.
No, it's right, we've got it in once.
Well,
I'm looking for my marks to put it back in right place.